Okay, welcome to Numbers and Letters. So this is the launch area, or the start menu effectively, and it orientates the player with the game world. You can have a look around. So there are two main game modes at the moment, Numbers and Letters. And we're going to go into the Numbers version first. Okay, so inside the Numbers world, or the Numbers game level, there's 4 modes. Okay, so there's a practice mode, an arcade mode, a time trial mode, and a survival mode. There's also 4 difficulty levels. So there's baby, easy, medium, and hard. And you've also got the option to play the game standing or sitting. So in standing mode, the gameplay is all around you. It's 360. And obviously that can get very physical in some of the games because you want to try and complete them as quickly as possible. And then you can obviously play in sitting mode. So let's have a look at, first of all, let's have a look at the tutorial and help. So again, you can, although I'm using 2 controllers, you can play with one VR controller in one hand. It's just literally point and click. That explains the game modes. And then there's different rules about swapping. And what I'll do is I'll demonstrate all that gameplay as I go through. But the main objective is to solve the equation to achieve the target number. And you can use addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. And you don't have to use all the 6 numbers. So let's go and demonstrate that. So we'll start off in practice mode. So this is practice mode. Now there is no scoring mechanism here. It's literally is practice. Now because we're in 360 mode or standard mode, you can see this gameplay all around me. So let's look at the user interface. So first thing to see is I have a target of 904. Okay, I've got multiplication, subtraction, division, and addition even, the other way around. Okay, and you can see there's no score here, and the number of operations are 2. And then you've got your normal settings, and you can get a solution, which I'll show you in a second. So I'll actually show you a solution now. So this is for practice mode, so you can see it's 4 by 900, or 9 by 100 plus 4. So look around me. There's my 9. And there's my 100. Now you can swap numbers around. It doesn't really matter in this case because we're going to multiply. And as you flick through there, as you see, it gives you plus, minus, multiplied, and division. Now, we only use whole numbers here, so there is no division in this case. So what I want to do is multiply this, right? And then I release this back into the world. And then I look around. And I can see there's my 900. So my target's 904. Now you can see I can undo and I can do a clear. So let's just clear it. Go back to beginning. So that allows the player to try different strategies to win the game. So here's my 4. Right? And then I can return that to the game world because I don't need it yet. There's my 9. And there's my 100. And I can multiply it. Now I can also step back here. Now down here, because it's practice mode, I can get the solution here, and I can see it's 900 times 100 plus 4. So let's go and get the 4. Let's look around and get the 900. Which is here, and then we're going to add them. Okay, and then you get this indicator saying you can submit the game because there's a valid answer in the scene. Okay, and then I get the second one. In this case, I've got the solution on, so I'm going to turn that off. And then it's 113. So this is practice mode, and at any stage I can restart. And then I'm going to exit now. Okay, so let's have a look at the other modes. So we've got arcade, we've got time trial, and we've got survival mode. Now, for the first version, I'm going to go into baby mode in arcade because it's just it's easier to demo. Okay, so we've got a nice, relaxing beach environment. This is arcade mode. I'm in baby difficulty, so my target is 6. So I can have a look at it, look around me, and again, because this is standard, it's 360. So there's a 3, and there's a 2, and I can see it's a multiplication. And then there's a valid answer in the scene, so I can go submit, and I've got my first answer. Now, this time I've got to go to a target of 5, so I look around, there's a 1, there's a 6, and obviously I can multiply or whatever. So if I wanted, I could get a hint. Okay, now this is giving me a different way of doing this, but I mean there is multiple answers, so I'm going to swap them around in this case. I'm going to minus it, and I'm going to submit. Now the hint is valid, depending on whether the player wants to use it or not, but there is a time penalty. So in this case, I want 13. Here's my hint, right? 4 plus 9. So that's this is arcade mode, and this is baby. So I'm just going to go out and demonstrate hard, which is very hard. Okay, so we're back out in hard mode. Now again, this is just more steps to basically complete the equation. So I'm in arcade, I'm in hard, and you can see the number of operations is 5. So my target is 982, so it's much harder than before. In this case, I'm going to take a hint. So it's 2 plus 50. So this scaffolds the player. 50. So there's my 50. And my 2 is somewhere. There.
2.
And then it'll go to the next step. So it's 75 times 52.
75.
Now, as you can see, if I'm playing in a hurry, I would actually, where's my 52? There it is there. There it is there.
52.
Okay, so this game could get quite physical. So there's my 75 times 52. Okay, and then I can go and get a hint. So it's 3 plus 25. There's my 25. Now the whole idea behind this is that it gives the player scaffold. You can help them, you know, basically learn. So 3 plus 25 gives me 28. So my next step is 3900 plus 28. So 3900 plus 28. Divide my 28. There.
28.
And it's a plus. And then my next hint is 3928 divided by 4. 3928
4
divided by 4. Okay, and there's the correct answer up there, and I can submit it. So as you can see, this is hard level, and it's meant to be hard. The number of operations is 5, but we do offer hints, but each time you take a hint, you get a time penalty. And the idea is behind the game, or behind that level, is to get as many, get to 12 as possible in quickest time as possible. So time trial mode, then, you basically have to solve as many equations as possible in 5 minutes. Now I'm going to go back to baby level again. This one does have hints in it, so I'm just going to play this one. So this is a different scene, different environment. And you can see my target's 15, so nice and easy. Got birds flying around. Got a nice environment here. And I'm looking for, what am I looking for? 15. So there's a 7.
7.
And an 8. And I say I can swap, and I can add them. And then I can look, and there's a valid answer in the world, which is 15 here, and I can submit it. And again, there's my target, which is 4. I can get a hint. 2 times 2.
2.
And he's or she's hiding there, or they. And I can add them together, and I can submit it. Okay, so that's time trial. So the whole idea behind this one is that you can lock the user interface here, but you can you've got to solve as many equations as possible in 5 minutes, and then you can skip one. You can skip a puzzle. So, for example, if it's not too bad in this level, but if I couldn't get 27, I could skip. But there is you lose your score each time. Okay, so that was time trial, and that was baby mode. So survival mode then is a bit more difficult, and the idea behind this one is that it's endless, so it's never ending. But the main two things to consider is, first of all, there's a time limit for the correct answer, so there's a bit more pressure on you. And the next part is, if you get an incorrect answer, the game is over. So that's why it's called survival mode. I don't know if I said this before, but this is a pre-release version of the game. So by the time hopefully you're playing it, it should be on Steam, and this should be populated with leaderboards or scores for each of these different modes. And also the game has achievements. So let's have a look at survival mode, baby. So again, a very, very different feel on this level. It's a bit hectic and manic, and that's what we wanted. So you can see down here I have a score or a timer of 1 minute to solve the puzzle. Now it's not too bad here because I'm going to get it. There is no hint, so I have to go and find. Two. So I have 11. There's a 4 over there. Let's get the 4. And 6.
6.
And I can swap them round.
Swap.
And I minus them. And I can see there's an answer there. Now I've got 18 seconds left. Okay, and I get my score. And I continue on. So let's just get one wrong to show you it not working. So 9 and 9. And we'll minus it. I will plus it. And we'll submit that. And you see it knocks me out. So that's survival mode. And I'm going to go to the main menu. And that was baby survival mode. So that's the main the modes here. So again, practice, arcade, time trial, and survival. And the whole idea behind it is obviously mental computation. So you want to be able to develop your mental computation skills to be able to do calculations and guesstimates in your head. And we've got different modes in order to encourage the player to play different styles and different strategies, and also leaderboards for retention and achievements. So let's go back to the main menu now and look at the letters game. So again, back to the main game world. We went to letters. So there's only one game mode here, which is find the missing letter. But the idea behind this one is that you have to, it's the same type of thing. So you've got arcade, time trial, and survival mode. And in arcade, you've got to solve 12 words in the shortest time. In time trial, you've got to solve as many words as possible. And survival mode, again, the same as last time. You have an endless one, so you can get a really high score, but you can't get an answer wrong. And again, we have help in a tutorial, and you've got your characters, and you've got the game world here. So let's go play arcade. So again, a different environment. You can see the letters around you, and then here's the word. So it's A-I-N. So I'm assuming I'm looking for a G. Look around you, and I'm assuming that's a G. Yep. You can select the character, and again the controls are very, very simple. Here's the UI, right? And you can see that I got that one right. So arcade 1 out of 12 words. Again, the same type of icons as before. So I got settings down here. I can lock to UI if I want to. And this time I'm going to get this one wrong. So I've got BIR. Let me see now. It's Bertie, obviously. I'll open, and then I'll select that there. Character goes in. And it's wrong. Okay, and the whole idea is in this level is to get as many, as quickly as possible to get to 12. All right, so we're going to exit that level. So that's arcade mode. So time trial is very similar, except you've got to do as many words as possible in 5 minutes. So it's the same it's the same environment, the same sort of setup. So you have your characters, and you've got your letters running around, and I'm assuming this is sound, and that's correct. Now you do have the option here to skip. So if you're not sure what it is, you can skip it, but you lose a point. So I have a score of 2 here. I can lose a point. The characters walk away, and the next puzzle comes out. So that is time trial. And the last one here then is survival mode. So again, it's similar to survival mode in the last game, in that you can't get it wrong. So it's endless. There's no skipping. There's no score type things, and you have to basically get it right. So I'm just going to grab a random letter here. Okay, so you can see that I basically got it wrong and I got kicked out. I'm going to play it again, get one right the first time. Okay, so that looks like screen. I can look around me. Again, it's 360 mode. Grab the E. And that's it. So again, just to finish up, you see I'm using predominantly my right hand. So it's a point and click, very simple control system. So let's go back to the main mode here, and then back to the main scene. So this is numbers and letters, and as I said, by the time you watch this, hopefully it should be available for free on Steam, and we have a lot more numbers and levels planned. Okay, thank you.